Every time the project says, bullying's on the rise, I say, shut up Lisa, you lame boomer, and then I do a video about her, thus confirming her point. But, gotta hand it to the project. Not only are they correct that bullying is on the rise, it's peaked. How do you get bigger than global bullying?
I've never heard of this Clive Palmer, but he sounds like a fatty McFuckhead.
Everyone's on board, from Andrew Bolt to those worthless pea-brains who infest the digital hellscape that is Twitter that would normally write, you can't fat shame, fat phobic. Those little glasses-wearing demons are some of the most vocal jeerers of, Fatty McFuckhead, I'm gonna get a shirt and, do you have this in Fatty McFuckhead size?
The answer is yes, by the way. FriendlyGeorges.com. They're trying to shut us down.
I am getting so good at those Alex Jones level spooks of,
I mean, this is bigger than you and me, folks. This is about the globalists trying to take away your goddamn right to say nutty turd!
This whole experience certainly turns Graham's hierarchy of disagreement straight on its head, putting name-calling at the bottom, straight at the top. You can write all the articles you like exposing Clive Palmer's nefarious dealings with Sitic, his Coolum resort shenanigans. All of that pales in comparison to calling him a fatty McFuckhead. Global laughingstock, forever enshrined in the most important dictionary there is, Urban Dictionary. He is now the dictionary definition of a fatty McFuckhead, where it says right below that, quote, also known as Mr. Clive Palmer. Example, in my opinion, Clive Palmer is a fatty McFuckhead. Quote by the millennial generation of Australia. Look at what happened at my show in Brisbane. This was not rehearsed.
Before we begin, I've got a quick word association game. Just tell me what comes to your head when I start this sentence. You end it for me, okay? Clive Palmer is a fatty McFuckhead!
That's your home state, Clive. So thank you, Planet Earth, for making this expired tub of vanilla yogo a worldwide meme. Hats off to you, and for acknowledging my noble sacrifice, which is this generation's version of dying in a war, destroying all of your future prospects for a meme. And as they say, in for a penny, in for a pound. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the adding of fuel to the fire. AKA, let's review some memes. P.S. Normally the reason that we don't include people's names is out of sheer laziness, but this time we have an excuse to mask our laziness. The first one is, we don't want you getting sued, do we? And the second one is, we don't know where these memes come from. People just keep posting the same one going, this is original content, you have to give me a shout out. I know your little game. I've been around the net for a while. I know how these things work. It's Control P. Is that how you paste? Jordy, there is too much defamation in this video. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot. You know what's really funny? Clive Palmer does have a face that looks like a Simpsons character's just naturally. Like a Simpsons character's face is designed to be as funny as humanly possible. And Clive's just there. Naturally. Nobody. Clive Palmer. I love the thought of him going, Ditch Humpty Dumpty, that's it, I'm suing him. And now there's people in Cambodia going, hey, what's your name? I'm gonna sue you too. Yeah, and see, this is the biggest meme of all. He wrote this during the election. We believe in everyone's right to choose freedom of speech. Why try and stop us promoting freedom of speech and free choice? Clive, you dead Humpty Dumpty. No one's stopping you except yourself. You're your own worst enemy, you nutty turd. Friendly Geordie says mean stuff about Clive Palmer. Clive Palmer. Now, this is an Avengers level thread. Oh, never seen that one before. Who has 2 thumbs should be in prison for ripping off his workers? This guy. I think the same thing. Throw away the key. Tough guy finger snapping. Why is Travolta's face photoshopped in that image? The walking meme. How good would it be if Clive Palmer saw this meme and went, I don't remember being in that show, and hey! You know how people always say, The Simpsons just relates to every moment in life. It relates to every moment in life in multiple ways. Why am I so fat? Why are you so fat, Clive? You went to Jenny Craig. Fatty McFuckhead. And that's what I did. I just digitally pantsed Clive Palmer. Awesome. I've always thought that if I was a Simpsons character, I would be Nelson Muntz. How much can you sum up my entire career in just... Ugh, that's a really disturbing image. That should be in one of those YouTube clips where it just goes, how far can you go before cringing? Yep, I saw this image as well. Honestly, I reckon if you just posted that around Townsville,
Labour would have won the election. Just that image of him behind the Chinese flag. And all these bogans looking at it going like, oh yeah, there's the Southern Cross star and 2 stars.
It's China's flag. It's fucking China.
Chuckles in cholesterol, and he does. His voice box would be the best recording studio on earth. If you could shrink people down like in the Magic School Bus, I can guarantee you that Black Sabbath would have been like, yeah, so we recorded our 5th studio album in Clive's esophagus, yeah? Friendly Geordie's going about his regular day. Receives letter from Clive Palmer trying to sue for defamation. Geordie inhales.
26 minutes and 13-second video destroyed what's left of Fatty McFuckhead.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it felt good. Even my lawyer, who is a defamation expert, was sitting there just going like, I mean, like, legally I shouldn't be recommending this, but yep, do it. Is Clive Palmer really a fatty McFuckhead? Yes. Really? Yes. Clive Palmer? Yes. I hope this has been enlightening for you. That is what that video was, wasn't it? It shouldn't have been called Fatty. It should have been titled Reaffirming What You Already Know for 26 minutes and 13 seconds. Answer me this. Is there a single SpongeBob SquarePants meme post-2016 that when you look at its face, it doesn't make you do this? They're just so disturbing now. They always get the most, like, faces they can from him. $60 billion for terrible election ads, $4,000 a week for fugitive nephew. $4,000 a week in Eastern Europe would probably make you richer than what Clive Palmer is here. For what? Just to sit around and be even more dumb and fat than Clive Palmer is. I didn't even need one of those neck pillows on the aeroplane ride. Already handled, fellas. Bring me Solo and the Wookiee. So true! I bet you this guy trawled through House of Representative footage and just quoted it verbatim. Think non-defamatory thoughts, think non-defamatory thoughts. Ooh. You know what's even more disturbing is Clive Palmer's face is so unsexy with that simpleton smile he has of guess who thinks you're a dense Humpty Dumpty fatty McFuckface? God, people really know how to get their meme on this channel, don't they? Just, oh, Eddie Simpson reference and all, solid 10. Clive Palmer, friendly Geordies must be punished for insulting me. Also Clive Palmer, putting freedom of speech as the advertisement on his soccer team. Friendly Geordie's ready to take on Palmer. Ding. Realises it's the Queensland justice system. I'm in danger. Purely because it's the Queensland justice system, I can't imagine Clive Palmer waddling in there going, Judge, come on, it's pretty hot, just get on with it. Yeah, fair call, Clive. Found 100% in favour of the plaintiff. Let the record also show that I asked the officer of the court for a wee spa and he refused my request.
Geordie, have you been up all night reading non-proofread legal documents?
I think I'm blind. That was me. Let this be known if this ever goes to court that for a month straight I was trawling through every Clive Palmer document I could possibly find while reading comments of people going, there's a serious dip in quality in this channel. I'm going, shut up. Panning through footage file after footage file of Clive Palmer going, it's not true, it's just not true, it's not true, it's just not true. Honestly, Your Honour, haven't I suffered enough? God, I love memes that barely make sense, but they have this air of evil about them. Look at this one. It's the Hindenburg crashing. They've expanded Clive Palmer's face over it, making him cry. Blimpy Bill once friendly Geordies is done. Asterisk, in my opinion. Oh, the humanity. Make Australia fat. Yeah! To quote the biggest legend of our generation, Jekyll, suck a dick.
$500,000 dues? Jordan, have you been calling Clive Palmer a fatty McFuckhead again?
It was an emergency. You know the funniest thing is, that actually looks like my dad. McFuckheads. In a better world, eh?
You've turned me into a walking meme. You've done that to yourself.
And he did. That video was just explaining the joke. My only regret is that I added anything to it. It should have just been me reading out the letter verbatim. That would have been a better joke. Judge, anything else? Clive, yes, Your Honour. Jordan also called me a tub-tub. You know what the funniest meme of all of this is? All these highly respected newspapers across the planet writing as their headline, billionaire mining magnate sues YouTuber. Can you imagine having the power to shape a nation's destiny and then seeing that some guy pointed out you have a big ass and going, it's just the clothes I'm wearing.
People are going to call you a hipster for drinking out of a jar, you know.
Oh, whatever. I can take a joke. Unlike Clive. Oh, what a legend this guy is. I know you've had some pretty nasty things said to you by the internet recently, mate, but I just want you to know I have always thought you were a fatty McFuckhead. Posted to his site, to which he replied, "G'day, I'm swamped with messages, but for Titanic 2, you mean you?" Oh, damn, that's baller. Did you write that or was that Ikea's? Jeez, Clive, $60 million and not a single seat. Fuck, I hope that's real.
Clive made me a dead Humpty Dumpty, a walking meme, a fatty McFuckhead, a nutty turd that pretends to be Australian, but he is not a porn star.
Don't you think his standing in the public would increase at this point if he released a video to Pornhub? Hey Clive, please do it. God, it'd be great to do a react video to that and see if it's even grosser than 2 Girls, 1 Car. This is from a music video I was in. The same shitty stock intro beat. Shout out. Fans demanding Warhammer videos is a king on a throne. And me as the Lord High Executioner has beheaded Clive Palmer. If the things that I have said on this channel weren't defamatory enough. And this is from another video clip that I was in from Farith Charles. That's right, I'm just shouting out Fred's bands at this point. Clive Palmer is one Rock'em Sock'em robot. The other Rock'em Sock'em robot is what he thought it would be like fighting friendly Geordies. Actually friendly Geordies. Lazy Bones, out now on YouTube because I'm not sure if Miss Love knows what Spotify is. Everyone's reaction to Clive's claim he's been defamed. I'm honestly starting to think it now. The Simpsons would be better if every character in it was replaced with Clive Palmer. And shout out to Simpsons Against the Liberals because they broke the news of Clive Palmer suing me. They got the worldwide exclusive. Look at them. Big movers and shakers. You had Lad Bible, eh? And if you haven't liked it, by the way, go do it. Where people always go, what newspapers should I trust? Simpsons Against the Liberals.
Yeah, I know him. He made a video insulting me and my decisions back in January 19.
Your decisions are lousy.
You take back those insults!
Make me. It works on 2 levels. Not only is it a court, but I'm a penniless bum and he's a clown. Clive Palmer's spotless reputation, friendly Geordies, election chances, fatty McFuckhead is the devastating comet strike. And again, I have to emphasize that. Trump is right. No matter how many scandals you throw at your opponent, it's never gonna beat low energy.
Oh, dear God, no!
Chart Tim Tams. Yes, boys? 3 memes in 1? Don't kid yourself, Geordie. If a Clive got the chance, he'd sue you and everyone you care about. Now, I understand this is turning into a long video, but I'm like Santa Claus. I've got so many gifts to sort through in one night. So this went nuts on Photoshop battles, which is just a great Reddit page to look at anyway, but particularly good when it's about me. So number 1, with 2,000 upvotes, Doe threatens to sue woman for not kneading it properly. Let's just have a gander. I see why it's upvoted. That is the midsummer of images, isn't it? So disturbing. Tweedle-dick and Tweedledum. Take that, Clive. Damn. I think Clive Palmer is learning what our generation learned the hard way. You could become a global laughingstock now. Not just in Townsville, not just in Australia. People who don't even speak English are sitting there putting your face on a pig. Oh, see, now this one belongs in an art gallery. They photoshopped him into Austin Powers with a gallery-ready title. The Other Fat Bastard. I couldn't have picked a better way to finish this. Everyone around the world, thank you, merci, kamsamnida, grazie. Oh, never thought that my Italian in university would have come in handy, but yeah, that was worth $40,000 of hex. Thank you everyone who bought a shirt. Thank you everyone who has donated. Thank you to everyone who made a meme, because honestly, even if this all goes south, even if I am bankrupted, it'll be all worth it to know that Clive Palmer felt bad about himself for a couple of days. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash subscribe if you haven't already, because this channel will be doing more coverage of a joke that has already peaked and is clearly on the downslide, but we'll be milking it for every click we can.
Please share and comment below. Comment.